In today's presentation, we'll be discussing our mortgage litigation program. You will find that mortgage litigation is the only real choice when it comes to legitimately helping homeowners in today's economic environment. By now, you should all be aware that loan modifications are no longer effective. 94% of modification requests are currently being denied. If a lender does offer a modification, it usually provides very little relief, maybe $100 a month in savings. Banks have no financial incentive to modify mortgages. In fact, it's just the opposite. If they find that they can make more money today by foreclosing on your home instead of modifying it, you will not get the help you need. Let's say you owe $200,000 on a home worth $150,000. The lender will factor that they can foreclose on your home and sell it for maybe $140,000 today, or modify your loan. What they are looking at is a forecast or net present value analysis at what your property will be worth in a predetermined period of time from now, and they will ask themselves which is better, making $140,000 today by foreclosing your home, or modifying your non-performing loan, and in a year the lender might only be able to sell your house for say $120,000. Just so you know, market analysts continue to predict housing values will continue to decline in 2011. Well, obviously your lender will choose to foreclose on your home today and make a lump sum amount of money right now. Banks are also dragging their feet to respond to modification requests. It takes the average lender 6 to 9 months to just review a modification request to see if it should be passed on to a negotiator. Why? Well, they're slowing the process down in the hope that the borrower will get frustrated, give up, and go away. Remember, the initial review stage is done by computers and it's automated. It should be an instantaneous result if lenders actually wanted to modify your loan. Banks have also misappropriated billions of dollars that they took in the government bailout programs. All they are doing now is playing a game with homeowners and going through the semantics of the modification process with no real intent to modify your home. Also, every bank wants updated documents, bank statements, paycheck stubs, 4506Ts, and so on. This is just another tactic that they use to discourage homeowners and make them give up on the process. There is a better way. Mortgage litigation gives homeowners a fighting chance and lets them stand up to their lender. This is not a loan modification or bogus forensic loan audit. This is an actual lawsuit filed against your lender in a court of law. This is an affordable solution for homeowners as well. The attorneys actually take the majority of their fee on contingency. This means the more that they get for you, the more they will make as well. Mortgage litigation can provide real results because the client now has law firms that will litigate in front of courts of law and juries of their peers. Remember, this isn't a modification where we're asking for the bank to accept less money. This takes the power away from the banks because it is ultimately not their decision any longer. So you're probably asking yourself, who qualifies for mortgage litigation? Just about anyone with a securitized mortgage that has originated over the past 10 years. Now that was the golden era where lenders' business practices were focused on making money any way that they could with very little regulation. The homeowner doesn't need a hardship. Financials are not even considered. Remember, this isn't a loan modification. The homeowner can be current on their mortgage, they can be in bankruptcy, they can be in foreclosure, they can even have multiple properties. So let's go ahead and review a synopsis of the legal process. During the evaluation phase, the client will electronically sign the agreement and will be consulted by the law firm. A securitization analysis and chain of title will be performed to gather the evidence needed to prepare the case filing. Once the file is ready, the case will be filed with the court and the lender will be notified of the action against them. Once a settlement is reached, the attorneys will carefully go over every detail with the client so they understand it and it can be executed properly. Some of the claims used against the bank include malfeasance, statutory violations, third-party beneficiary claims, phantom investors and beneficiaries, unfair business practices, MERS violations, and fraudulent foreclosure practices. These are some of the possible outcomes. Once a lawsuit has been filed, the firm will attempt to settle the client's claim through a 998 offer to compromise. What they're seeking is a sizable principal reduction, rate reduction, and cash settlement. How this is possible is they're leveraging the settlement against the pleading of the case in front of a jury. The firms will also be working on widespread legislation to provide sweeping reform to this arena. If successful, they anticipate our clients to have preferential settlement options at the time when the banks are willing to settle. Full lien strip is possible, but this might only be a result if the lawsuit actually goes to a jury trial. Remember, banks are villainized in today's society by leading the economy into this mess. If this does go to a jury trial, banks would be hard-pressed to find a jury that would not be sympathetic to homeowners, and they would be held accountable for the bad mortgages that were written and their unresponsiveness that they had in providing financial relief to homeowners. Our mortgage litigation program is that easy. Contact us today to get started.